Welcome back to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Thank you for staying with us. There were those who felt that the northern venue of Beauséjour Promenade would not be a hit. But come Sunday, there was a massive crowd of people dressed to the T in their madras, floral, and African prints, including our very own Jacques Wooding. She spoke with the executive director of the Folk Research Center, Louise Victor, who said that in light of the success of the venue, she has identified several positives as well as challenges that need to be addressed.
Contrary to predictions, Jeune Creole at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground Promenade was by many accounts a huge success. The newly instated venue was greatly patronized by persons in the north of the island, gathering a massive crowd. Executive Director of the Folk Research Center, Louise Victor, says that there were many positives which became evident to her upon arrival at the venue.
I think for one, the traffic management side of it was definitely, has been seamless for the most part. Getting in and out seems to have been hassle-free, so that's definitely a positive. The space being able to accommodate the volume of human traffic is also a plus, and being able to accommodate everyone comfortably, in addition to all of the presentations you would have seen on the ground, like the traditional burial ceremony and all of that. It was pretty comfortable with patrons along the promenade. So I think these are the positives.
Victor says that as festivities proceeded, she closely observed each community for areas which needed improvement if they were to host future Jeune Creole festivities. She says that the major issue which she identified in the case of the promenade was the efficiency of waste management protocol.
There are some things that would have to be reviewed in terms of waste management. That's definitely something I see that's already coming up. But I think so far it's in as much as, some would have thought that, and even I probably had my concerns about it not having the type of character. But I think there are positives, and we could just work as to how you enhance it even more if this is to be another location. Because bear in mind that Jeune Creole, the host communities, it's supposed to rotate every year. And so probably, say if Growth Day wants to host in the next 3 or 4 years again, then the learnings from today would have been able to better inform them on how to create a more enriched experience for everyone here.
New host communities will be selected next year, with only Vieux Fort remaining as a staple host for Jeune Creole festivities. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
Jacques Wooding was out and about early and got to soak in the breakfast vibe. Meanwhile, Rochelle made her way down south and made some interesting stops along the way. So, we're doing a little duivy. Let's join the ladies.
We joined Creole enthusiasts at the Beauséjour Promenade in the wee hours of October 27, 2019, as they came out to enjoy an authentic Creole breakfast. Upon entry to the Beauséjour Promenade, you could not miss the sweet aroma of local bread being cooked. We caught up with the persons at the booth.
It's Barbanos local bread, created by Marinos and Werner, and everything is going so great, so far so good. Yes, it's something that we do on a regular, especially at events. We always go out, but it's like a community thing that we do to people in the community that really wants to have a taste of the local bread. They would come to Marinos and they would get local bread. We have turnovers, local turnovers. We have bread and saltfish. We have bread and smoked herring. We also do cheese, butter, salami, and also stew pork. Oh, a variety of things. We can't even mention. Lots of things to eat with the bread.
In order to keep a culture alive, it is of most importance to pass it on to your children. We found one local creative who has found an impressive way to do just that, through Creole toys.
Yeah, my booth is basically designed on carbway, as the Creole Asian times. My father taught me how to build it. So I consider this year I'm building it like more modernized for the kids, colorful as you can see, you know. So I built it and my wife designed like all the coloring, the paintings, she did them. So you could find me. My telephone number is 47190686 or 7129647. Right? But Christmas time I'll be in the boulevard selling also. New Year's Day I'll be selling also.
As we close off breakfast festivities, we look at vendors who are still setting up for the afternoon. We're gonna be here and we're gonna see what exactly went down at Bossejou Journée Creole 2019. For now, we throw you over to our colleagues who are checking out what's going on in the South.
So we're here at Golden Palace Tomaso Local Bread, where we're here with Siko, who's gonna tell us about the expected rush that's gonna come in undoubtedly for the best bread on island. So Siko, come talk to us for a second. So tell us, what are you preparing for?
I'm preparing for the crowd. We're waiting for the crowd. We have kalalu crab. We have pigtail bouillon waiting for them. And hot bread and cheese, butter, salami, luncheon meat, burger, dal, fish cake.
Now on a daily basis, just on a regular day,
Yes.
you guys are inundated with customers who come from far and wide to buy your bread. Now today's Creole Day.
Yes.
What are you expecting?
I expected a big crowd today. We're waiting for them a little later. By now it's a little slow. Later we get in the crowd.
On our way down to Viewfort, we couldn't help but notice a community, the Deriso Gap. It's like they're having their very own Journée Creole festival right here. And right now I'm being joined by Atto, and Atto is at the grill, and they've got shatu, they've got turtle, they've got fish, they've got lobster. And let me tell you something, it's taking a lot for me to not just sink in. So Atto, tell me what's going on here right now.
Honestly, I can't tell you much. I mean, because honestly, I'm speechless here because we started here alone, and watch here right now, a whole set of people everywhere. You know, it's good.
Now, is this something that you've done every year? Like, how often do you do this?
Yeah, we started it here alone at the shop, and like as you can see around, everywhere, all around, you can see people, and it's still early. A little later, you'll get a bigger crowd.
Now let me tell you something. I'm seeing this lobster right here. This is surely a prize-winning lobster. How do you get your hands on these?
Well, I'm a spear diver. I do spear diving also, so I got it in diving.
Right. Okay. And what kind of turnout are you expecting as the day goes by?
Excuse me?
What kind of turnout are you expecting as the day goes by?
Well, I'm expecting a very big crowd here because normally we don't really have big crowd here. Every Journée Creole. Yeah. So I'm expecting a lot of people here today.
Well, there you have it. You heard what Atto said. So whether you're gonna make the whole trip down to Viewfort and then Soufrière, or whether you're gonna stop short, there's something for everybody.
Now, with our coverage of Journée Creole activities, it would be remiss of us if we omitted the popular tradition of bamboo bursting. In the field, we came across two brothers who have a passion for this Creole tradition.
Weeks before the arrival of Journée Creole on the cultural calendar of activities, it is announced by the tradition of bamboo bursting. What may sound like gunshots to the untrained ear are usually the festive explosions of makeshift bamboo cannons lit by groups of boys in the community. Tyler and Mateo are two brothers newly initiated to this crude noise-making tradition. Tyler explained a little about the process of bursting bamboo.
First off, to burst the bamboo, you have to chauffer, as they say, the bamboo. In other words, to heat it up. And then how you do that is you have your flabo and your kerosene in the bamboo. You dip your stick in the bamboo and pick up your fire with the kerosene and put it over the hole that you have made and blow it in. And then you just continue doing that. The fire will out, because the smoke outs the fire. So and after out, you just continue, and you just go on and on until you hear like the actual sound of the bamboo bursting.
A mother may be concerned that her boys can come to injury while engaging in this pastime. Mateo does admit that the tradition does come with some inherent risks.
I have never been injured by bursting bamboo. The most that can happen is for somebody to lose their eyebrows, and then it's very rare. But if it's in the hands of people at a young and tender age, there are chances of either you losing your eyebrows or burning your hands.
But why this fascination with bursting bamboo?
What I like the most about bursting bamboo is the competition, because I burst bamboo with my brother, and we compete to see who can burst it the loudest.
First of all, I like the sound of it, and then the thrill of hearing the noise.
After watching the brothers, I felt the urge to give the age-old tradition a try. A few failed attempts didn't deter me, and once I got the formula, it was quite exhilarating. I must hasten to add that not all neighbors are thrilled with the noisy exercise, but I wish to plead on behalf of the youngsters that some level of tolerance be exhibited for this tradition. After all, these wooden cannons are mounted just briefly at Junior Creole and at Christmas time. Pete Bambua.
Kendall John reporting for Hot 7 News.
Beaufort has been announced as a permanent host community for Junior Creole. The 2019 hosting of the event was hailed a success.
After a number of pit stops along the way, stopping off here, there and everywhere for the Junior Creole activities, we finally arrived at the Promenade in Beaufort South, one of the main selected areas chosen for this year's Junior Creole festivities. Tell us everything about today. What's going on?
Aujourd'hui, nous allons célébrer Junior Creole cette ici, et of course ici tout ça nous y a qu'il nous a sorti dehors. Et nous avons fait actuellement, et of course Beaufort a commencé à aller, l'autre 20 minutes ago, you can come say show. Mais ça qui est bon about ça, c'est moun là ensemble.
Although it is 1 p.m. on the dot, and as you can see behind me, there's already a pretty decent crowd. We were told by the mayor that by 5 p.m. or so, thereabouts, this place is going to be jam-packed, and you know what? I can't wait to see what that's going to be like.
It really has not started. You might see it's a crowd, but it's not a crowd to our standards. And 6:30 this morning, you should have been in here. 6:30, people are already coming for the breakfast and stuff like that. But that's how it is. Someone says Beaufort. You see, Beaufort has the pluses. We have the space, and as you can see, there's parking. If you're coming from the east, there's parking. Coming from the west, you're parking. There's no disruption for the traffic. You just detour. There's nothing. So Beaufort is the place.
Non, moi c'est Guilo, moi c'est un chanteur. C'est maman, elle a pas voulu quitter l'école de tomber, nous pas quitter tomber pièce. Nous allons continuer. Il bénit toi, nous allons continuer. Nous allons travailler mener ces jeunes mamans ensemble pour pas tellement loin, pas tellement désagrément. Yo ça fait un bagage pour vieux lever, là pour les night party, les night pour quitter la terre.
Nous sommes de Martinique, je trouve que c'est un bon bagage que nous venons regarder Junior Creole cette lycée. Et je suis Martinique de la montagne. Et je trouve que c'est un bon bagage. Il faut que tout le monde vienne pour regarder qui est Junior Creole cette lycée. Et je peux dire que c'est un bon bagage. Et je suis Martinique pour la première fois que je viens à Junior Creole cette lycée. Je trouve que ça.
Understand. Creole, c'est pas bon. OK? Mais à présent, moi apprendre un petit peu Creole. So today I get to practice something.
Second time St. Lucia, first time to the Creole, and yeah, literally just arrived, just parked up. Gonna get stuck into some food, get stuck into some dancing. Gonna get it on.
Thank you very much, Rochelle. Stay with us. There's more news coming up after the break.